Shalom, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Call Halimullah, Allahayna wa Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, scattered across the earth. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled There is no going back to normal of a surety, right? And Lord willing, the elect of Yahweh Shemi, I wish I be edified. And as a quick correction, I think in one of the previous videos that I had, put forth, I had stated that the new moon will be coming in on the 27th at sundown, which the 27th is a Wednesday, but that's incorrect, right? The new moon is coming in on the 28th, which is a Thursday. So the Sabbath for the next month will be Thursday Eve to Friday Eve, right? And just to show you, which it will behoove you. Well, I'll say rather, this app, this is the Moon app, and I suggest you Akim, download this app. But I also suggest that you get more familiar with actually observing the different phases of the moon, so that way, because the power going out is bound to happen. So, get more in tune with nature, for lack of a better term, right? Come back to the old ways, which we all have to do, of course, to the best of our ability. But, so as you see here, you got the 27th, then you got the 28th, and this is when it's coming in, right? Which the 28th, let me show you, is a Thursday. So the Sabbath for the next month will be Thursday Eve to Friday Eve. Why Eve to Eve? Because the day is sundown to sundown, right? Not 12 to 12. So, but back to the point, Lord willing, this lesson will be, ooh, shit. Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled, There is no going back to normal of a surety. I'm gonna have to drink me some eat me some cinnamon. I got inflammation going on. Which cinnamon is good for inflammation, but sticking to the point, there is no going back to normal of a surety. And I have an article that I want to, bring out. And then, Lord willing, I'll get these scriptures that you see on the screen. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the heading of this article says indoor mask rules expected next week as LA as LA Crown Royale wave worsens, right? See, so nothing's bettering. Nothing, there's no going back to normal. That's a straight delusion, And if you believe that and if you hope in that, which really you shouldn't, you should be desiring the utter destruction of this place, right? But so once again, the title, Indoor Mask Rules Expected Next Week as LA Crown Royale Wave Worsens. You see? So reading more into it, Los Angeles County is poised to impose new indoor mask rules next week as data show the hyper-infectious BA5 Omi subvariant. I kind of want to use code because these different terms, can be noticed by their radar, if you will. Um, but the BA5, which is a new variant or subvariant, is pushing Crown Royale cases, case counts higher and sending increasing numbers of people to the hospital. You see, a new mask mandate will mark a significant escalation in the response to the new subvariants. Notice subvariants, plural. So there's more than one. So there's no going back to normal, man. Like when they took the mask mandate down, you had people that got excited and thought shit was about to get all sweet, but that's not the case, you know. We're in the times of the downfall of this place. So the first scripture I want to get is the book of Matthew. We can close that now. I want to get the book of Matthew chapter 24 in verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And, I bring this out quite much, but you can never bring it out enough. The world is not talking about the actual earth. It's speaking about the end of an age, right? When you go into that word world, it goes into age, right? And that age is wherein is the rulership of Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man. So that's what it's talking about. And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the rulership of Esau, Edom? So you can understand, right? Now to prove that, first, to prove that it's not talking about the actual earth, this is Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passeth away and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever, right? Or in other words, the earth, because another word for abide is to remain or last, if you will, right? So the earth remaineth forever, abideth forever, it lasts forever, right? Endure forever, right? So there will be no end of the actual earth, right? So next, showing furthermore what it's talking about. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that's what it's talking about. And which that proves the point, right? We ought to, what the scriptures tell you, we ought to be in the spirit of seeking that which is to come, right? Which is what? The kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, or the establishment of the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, right? 2 Peter 3 and 13. Matter of fact, let me start at 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see? So that's the spirit that we ought to be in. You see? Verse 14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. You see? But sticking to the point, let me go back to the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, and let me get the 4th verse. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Now let me get furthermore into that word pestilence, or the word pestilences. So let me go to the blue letter, right? Matthew 24, yep, verse 7, right? The word pestilences, let's see. The word there is liomos in the Greek, and it's also entangled with plague. So plague, pestilence. Now plague, disease, sickness, bubonic plague. Uh, I'm not sure how to say that one after bubonic plague, but the Black Death, contagious disease, right? So that's one of the plagues, right? Because you have different plagues, right? You see, let's see, right? So that's pretty much the point, right? So the next scripture that I want to get is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 18, right? Second, and Lord willing, I'll put the link to that article within the description, so a brother may want to land back off of this lesson. So Lord willing, I'll do that. Second Esdras 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, which the word amendment, or rather the word amend itself, goes into a change. Let's see, amendment, right? So the word amendment is uh going into change, right? So let's see, I think it's more. Do we get 19? Yeah, we get 19. Okay, well, let's jump to Second Esdras 15, because the Lord had me plan this lesson out in a particular order. Second Esdras 15, was that 5 and 6? Yeah. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the whole world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Why? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? So the things that you see taking place is indeed prophecy, right? You see, so let's see, Second Esdras 16 and 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Verse 6, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right, so there's no going back to normal. You see, that's the point. So Lord willing, now end it with the book of Second Esdras chapter 16 and verse 14 through verses 14 through 16. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Right? So that's the point, Let's see where we're at. Yep. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Call Halimullah, Allahayana wa Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, scattered across the earth. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Wa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Abba Baba. Wa Shalom.